Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Therapy. TNT Nadz, back once again, like the aforementioned Renegade Master, to bring you some deliciously good, deliciously cathartic D&D goodness. How are we, everybody?
Pretty good, I think.
I responded, but I was muted like a dumbass.
That's fine. You guys can just leave me hanging. No worries. That wasn't like cripplingly embarrassing at all.
Massive tumbleweed just rolled past Troy.
How is everybody?
Very good.
It looks like we're not online. Wait,
We are.
what?
We are.
Okay.
We are.
Well, I have nothing on the stream manager.
Oh
Well, we are alive.
Yeah, we got like 2
That's
watches.
so
apparently.
weird. Okay.
Yep. Not a clue. Technology.
Great, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
Yeah,
nothing on
pretty
the
sure we're
stream
live.
manager.
Pretty
We're
sure we're
definitely live.
It's okay.
Okay.
I
I mean,
if I had to put my vote in, I would say that we're live. Yeah.
okay. I have refreshed it. It's now. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
It's
Alrighty.
good.
Starting
Everything's
2023 as we mean to go on.
Yeah.
Absolute
Yeah.
farce.
Any
Standard.
Look, if we came into a stream like being all efficient and just got on with it, where's the entertainment?
No one would. People. All of our bots would stop watching.
Indeed.
Oh my God.
We'd feed into the AI revolt, and they'd be like, "Nope, I don't like change. Nope, don't like it."
Goodbye.
No.
Everybody's dead.
Yep. All right. Okay. Right. Nadz, can I have the screen up, please? The roll 20.
Yes. Pudding.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Right. So, quiet, please, as my past self gives us some blurb. All maps in this stream or video, depending where you're watching it, were created using assets from Forgotten Adventures. A whole bunch of tokens used were also obtained from Forgotten Adventures. They are super cool. Go check them out. www.forgotten-adventures.net. There'll be a link to the website in the chat and also in the description of this video. Oh, that guy's got such a sexy voice.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely not full of cold or anything. Okay, right then. So, do we have anything to announce? Nothing to announce, do we? Just like, you know, we're here. Yeah.
I think we're all
I
right.
don't think so.
Yeah.
First stream of 2023.
Yeah.
It dates us immediately.
Ah, well.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, in that case,
Oh, no.
I believe, time to get playing.
After spending a few days in the Fey encampment with Herr Bonk and getting some small tasks done, it was decided amongst my new group of allies that we should follow whatever power has awakened us from our deathly sleep, which would appear to be the Raven Queen. Despite my protest and uneasiness, I agreed that it was probably the best idea. And with Bonk's powers, we stepped through the central tree and emerged into the world. It was raw, desolate, unmoving, and dangerous. Moving quickly across the sand dunes and attempting to avoid a caravan of twisted humanoids and winged beasts, we approached what seemed to be a cavern that my companions recognized from when they previously met with the Raven Queen. Avoiding some hellish trees that attacked us and tried to stop us from reaching our destination, we entered into the cave. Black sand stretches into the darkness, and after a short rest we begin to move further into the darkness, finding a hole in the ground that seemed to be recognized. Steal rings, they said. The gods aren't real, they said. What is the worst that can happen, they said. Alas, into the darkness with my associates in undeath, to hopefully not be returned to the cold embrace of the end.
Excellent. Thank you, Fichte. That was a bit more difficult than to say I was expecting it. Right.
Have you been working on your accent, Nate?
I have not.
Oh, it's getting better.
I thought it went more French in that, but we'll say
Look, vaguely European is fine.
vaguely European.
It was fairly consistent, at least.
Consistent is a good thing. I will take consistency.
Distances, yeah.
Consistently shit, but consistent nonetheless.
Look, don't put yourself down. That is exactly what we're here for.
Fuck you.
Oh, fine. Well, like that is it. Well, in that case, let's get going.
Oh god. I've angered the DM.
Remember, this is all on you now. Right. So, you stand. Lip of a hole. A familiar hole for two of you. Before you were last here, it was a bit wetter than it is now, but it is still the same hole nonetheless.
This is the hole that was... There was a waterfall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we took turns jumping down. Isn't this where Rickal nearly drowned?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And sorry, and what has exactly changed from the last time? You said there's more? It's wetter?
No,
Not wet.
It was wetter when you were here last time. It's now dry as a bone.
Okay, so there's no water. Okay. But it's recognisable to at least me and Rune.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll say... Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the place. It looks familiar. Last time there was a waterfall here, which we had to jump down, so... we're going to have to figure out a way to get down. Rune, do you remember how big of a drop it was?
Vaguely, but obviously at the time I was swimming, so...
Is it possible to approach and just have a gander down?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the floor is rather sandy, so you'll need to be careful.
Sandy? Oh, it's full of sand. Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's what sandy
Sorry.
Oh, Troy.
What have I missed?
Nothing, it's just sandy. Yes.
Okay.
We have to be careful. It's a sandy hole. This Troy, just Troy being Troy.
Okay. And I'm going to assume if we look down, it's just darkness.
Yes.
Or I mean, I can see 120 feet. So do I see the floor?
Well, the
Do I
DM
see water?
The DM cannot remember exactly how deep he said it was last time, because that was like 3 years ago. But right, so 120 feet. So right, no, yeah, you would be able to see at the far down below. There is, in fact, what appears to be some slightly moving water in a large pool.
Did you say how far?
Probably about 60 feet.
Okay. I'm going to turn to the others. So, who brought a rope?
I have rope, yes.
I have rope.
I also have the rope.
Oh, so I'm the only... I'm the only twat who didn't bring one. Right.
I mean, I don't
can't
actually need one. So
yeah, I mean, I can fly if I want to. So,
well, that's
technically,
better than just being someone who's good at climbing, I guess. But
it would be a bit of a waste, though. So, I suggest we climb down.
Well, here, you take this, and I'm gonna hand him my rope, 50 feet of hemp rope. I don't need this at all. So
are you sure? I don't know.
You have that, and I will climb.
Okay. Looking around, is there anything that we could attach a rope to?
Not particularly, no. The tunnel itself, it's not like obsidian glass, the walls, but it is like a kind of black volcanic rock. So yeah, there's not really any kind of outcrops or anything to stick to tie a rope around or anything like that.
What is the rock like down the tunnel? Are there handholds that I can see?
It is. Think a mine shaft. That's been hollowed out with a pick. So, it's not smooth, but it's not like anyone has specifically gone out of their way to make handholds.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna start climbing down.
Shall I check it first, just to make sure, or are you happy going down first?
I mean, if you want to, but I'm okay to just start climbing.
I mean, my whole job was to get in and out of places safely, and sometimes the only window that's open is on the 3rd floor. Yeah?
I'll watch you. You told me where all the handholds are. I'll make note.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a great climber, so if you get down there and can tell me how deep the water is, I'm considering just jumping. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
That is also good idea.
That could be interesting. I will check the water, and I'm going to start climbing down.
Okay.
And I have a climbing speed.
Okay.
Nice.
That probably means you don't need to make a roll, does it?
Nope. That just means I can climb on surfaces.
Okay. Spider fict.
Pretty much. Those 3rd floor windows are pretty easy for me to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Just honest rules question is, there must be limitations to that. I mean, there must be surfaces you can't climb.
I don't think I can go upside down. But I don't think...
What if it was just a flat, smooth...
I imagine it's a DM's discretion.
It's DM's discretion, but
and
climbing speed means I can go up walls without having to make a check.
Yeah.
And go down walls without having to make a check.
The way I described it was it's rough-hewn rock. If I'd said, it's smooth obsidian glass and it's a smooth bore all the way down, and he goes, I'd like to climb it, I'll be like, no.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I was just curious.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much. The climbing speed is just... I can climb at the same rate that I could walk.
Damn.
And I have no issues with any climbing whatever.
Unless, of course, the rock falls or anything like that. But I'm sure that won't happen.
Sure.
Is the rock going to fall?
You don't know.
All right. While
out.
I'm climbing, can I look for rocks that might fall?
I mean, rocks by their very nature are the friends of gravity. The rock seems very stable. It is.
Glad of that.
Yeah, it's not like a crumbly sandstone or anything like that. It is, dark volcanic rock that is was probably set thousands of millions of years ago.
With the hooded lantern on my belt while I'm climbing, can I see? Is there a reflection from the water? Is it murky, or can I see sort of that it goes down a fair distance without having to dive into it?
Distance of the lantern is 30 feet?
30 and 30.
30 and 30, okay. So yeah. So as soon as you start making your way down the hole, you look down and you can very faintly see your reflection on the water, and obviously it gets brighter as you get closer. The water is dark. very, very dark because everything in here is dark. The water itself is in what appears to be a basin of some sort. It's not like a sandy beach that you can fall into the water and then climb out onto the sand. There is a lip of rock that then goes onto a more solid platform, but it cuts off and then there is just water. But you can't see down into it.
Okay. Then I will get down as far as I can, and is there a way for me to get out of the tunnel and onto dry land, or am I going to go straight into the water?
No. The back wall, if you will, leads directly down into the water. But then you can just go down and then go sideways onto the dry land rather than having to drop down into the liquid.
I'm gonna eyeball it, and do I think it's deep enough for him to drop into?
Give me a perception check.
Perception check. Let's see if the dice like me. Skill check. Perception check. If I can see it, because I'm blind. The first roll for tonight is a 10.
10. Right, so looking at it, the level of the water is lower than the lip of the basin. Cursory glance would suggest that the water was probably higher at some point, but no longer. There definitely seems to be signs of erosion higher up than the actual level of the water is. However, you can, holding your lantern out and looking down at the water basically just shows that the water is reflective. It's dark in here, and it's difficult to see down into a dark hole that's full of water.
Yeah. I will stage whisper back up. Actually, before I do that, let's look around. What else do I see now that I've gone into this cavern?
Okay.
That's probably a good idea before I make any more noise.
All right. So a bit further back from the lip of the basin, the ground becomes sandy again. Similar sand that is found up above, but black and gritty. The walls themselves are a similar kind of hewn rock that was in the tunnel above, but one wall is dominated by a door, or possibly what was once a door. From where you're stood, you probably can't make out a great deal of it, but you can see that if it was a door once, it isn't anymore.
Okay. Sort of size of this door?
About person-sized.
Okay.
Medium person-sized, if you like. If you want to go technical about this.
Yeah. Okay, and the rest of the room seems empty?
Yeah. It's basically a small cavern or cave.
Okay, I will shout up. Yeah, it looks okay to jump if you need to. But don't hold me to that.
I'll glance at the others briefly.
Up to you. I mean, it was deep enough last time.
Yeah. And I'll step up to the lip of the hole, turn back to them. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Honestly, I don't know.
I'll just look at Rune, and then I'll kind of hold my arms out beside me, and just let my balance go, keeping my body straight, and just tip backwards down into the hole.
Ripley at the end of Alien 3 style, yeah?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
As you fall, you feel a pain in your chest as an alien rips forth. Oh my god! Okay. So you fall backwards, in a T-pose. Okay. So you fall 60 feet.
Yeah, all right.
What's the opposite of a belly flop?
Oh, like what? It's like a back slap.
Back slap. Yeah.
Backdropping it.
Because you're gonna hit that. You've fallen 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look this up.
What are you looking up?
Oh, fall damage for a start.
Fall damage is 1d6 per 10 feet.
Okay.
And falling into water, I don't believe there is a rule for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Depends how deep the water is.
I have
up
no
to you,
idea.
I guess.
Yeah, it does depend how deep the water is. I have no idea in D&D. In Pathfinder, the first, I don't know how many feet were taken away if you're falling into water, but I don't know what the rules are for D&D.
Stand by.
We will find them.
Raw rules as written. Falling into water does just as much damage as falling onto concrete.
What?
Seems fair.
I think rules is written, and it depends on. Yeah, it then becomes the argument of real world physics and
Yeah. No, I mean,
so.
if you had done like a dive, I probably wouldn't have wouldn't have worried about it because you're diving into water, the water resistance is the dive. However, doing your I have to assume it's some sort of Jesus-like martyrdom fall. So I will tell you what, we'll do 66 and we'll halve it.
All right.
6d6.
No.
It's a d6 for every 10 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
d6 every 10.
Alright, through 27, halved is 13. So 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As you fall through the air, the wind whistling up past your ears, you hit the water with an almighty splash, and considering the silence of this cavern, it's even louder. Fichte, all you know is that you whispered up saying, "Yeah, it's probably fine," and then the next thing all you heard was. Yeah, so you probably get splashed.
Yeah.
Great, right. So,
Duck as
how
much
deep-
as I can.
How deep is the water?
how fast would... Now, if you dived in, you would have gone down a lot faster because of the water resistance. But because you've done this, I mean, you're not going to really gone down into the water very far in this instance. So, yeah, I mean, you probably only go about 10 feet down.
Okay. I'm just going to hang about there for a minute.
What, 10 feet down?
Yeah, just under the water. And see what it's like.
What kind of
Not
armor are
breathe.
you wearing?
I'm wearing a breastplate.
Uh-huh.
Medium?
Medium? Yeah, it's medium armor,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, God.
I just wanted to see, like, how... Because I don't need to breathe, so I just wanted to see what it was like being underwater and not having to... Like, if that works.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, you don't need to breathe. But you do, you will have to constantly be moving to keep yourself at this level because the breastplate will basically start pulling you down.
I don't mind sinking a little bit.
Okay, right, well, Fichte, you see Rune, Grey hit the water hard and doesn't resurface.
Oh no.
Ouch. Just hold the lantern above the water and it's like... Is he dead?
Everything okay down there?
He has not come up yet. But
I guess
he
I'll
doesn't
see the light from
need
under
to
the water.
breathe,
Yeah?
so I hope
All right.
he's
if I
okay.
If I see the light, I'll kind of swim towards him, but then I want to kind of come a little bit to the side, and then just like very slowly, like just like the top of my head, just try and slowly like rise slowly out of the water.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Jason out of the lake.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, considering his pallor and all that, this is probably going to be quite a perturbing sight.
Yeah. I'll just appear behind him. It would appear that I survived the fall.
Survived in
very
quotation marks.
Creepy man. You know that, right?
It's not deliberate, and I'll climb out.
Yeah. At this point, Taral is looking over the ledge and like, okay,
No, he is fine.
safe,
He's
not safe.
trying to be an alligator. Yeah, is safe? Great.
Yeah, I mean, he should be fine.
Yeah, go for it.
With that, Taral will turn to Rune and, what do you think? I don't fancy really jumping down there. Any other
If you
options
do
your
not-
end?
Well, if you would like, I can hold the rope and you can climb down that.
Well, I have one option. Might be a more graceful way down. I can get you down there too, if you'd like.
Well, okay, but don't deplete any resources you might have. We don't know what's up ahead.
Well, I think this is okay. Yeah. And with that, Taral will turn. He will start conjuring with his hand, and he will say, "Come forth, my friends." And with that, I will cast. Where is it gone? Come back to me. It's gone. Conjure animals, and I will cast 2 giant eagles. I will conjure 2 giant eagles.
What?
I'm conjure spell is a spell. I can conjure, so I summon fey spirits that take the form of beasts and appear in occupied spaces that can see within range. I can conjure 1 beast of challenge rating 2, 2 of rating 1, 4 of half, or 8 of a quarter. So giant eagles are a challenge rating of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can summon 2
Yep.
at 1.
Yep.
And they follow my command, and I can get them to float us down.
Okay. Now, none of you asked how wide the hole was.
How wide?
That did start running through my mind.
So a giant eagle is about 10 feet tall,
Okay.
with a wingspan of 20 feet.
Okay. From what I was picturing in my head, that it was quite a large cavern with the waterfall going down this hole. But
Yeah. Okay.
I pictured it as a hole, but I don't know if that was just because from
a
last
hole
time.
in the ground.
I don't remember if Troy actually specifically described it this time.
Yeah.
No, I pictured it as in my head. I pictured it as a cavern with a drop into the water. But if that's the case, and that wouldn't be feasible, then that is not what I'd be able to do.
Yeah. No.
So-
Please summon the eagles and then have them look at each other and shrug after you command them to to fly you through this hole.
Okay, but that's the dynamics of doing something, isn't it? It's not feasible, so
Yeah, no,
it can't
that's
be
fine.
done.
I get it. No, I understand completely. I mean, there's multiple things that happened here. Is that I didn't describe how big it was, and you didn't ask.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Well, no,
Yeah,
if in
eight
real
pixies instead.
terms, well, you could do it with 8 pixies. But if it wasn't wide enough, then I would know that wasn't feasible.
Absolutely fine. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would just jump.
So in Taral's mind, just for a couple of seconds, he plays out this scenario.
Okay.
It's like,
do this or
do that. Yeah, no,
do you know what? Looking at the size of this place, bugger it. See you down there.
The last thing that goes through his mind is, well, when we tell the story of this later, what we don't want is people to say, well, why didn't they just use the eagles from the start? there's a reference for you.
That.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Okay. So are you going what are you doing? Cannonballing? Are you doing a front flip? You're doing a dive?
I will drop down feet first.
Okay.
Try and almost guide myself in. I'm quite dexterous and quite acrobatic, so it'd be quite graceful rather than just a back slap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you will take no damage because you are, sensibly diving into the water. You will go down significantly further though.
Yes.
Probably about 30 feet. And you do go down 30 feet. The light above you begins to dim quite a bit. You can feel beneath you just a cold opening. There's no sense that you're approaching the ground in any way. This is you're just suspended in cold, wet darkness.
Yeah, I would see the light and I would swim back up towards it.
Okay.
Feeling the strange feeling of being in the water and not needing to breathe.
Okay.
Seeing the rather graceful dive, you can look at Gray. It's like, no, why didn't you do that?
What? There's no need to show off.
How is your back? Is it sore? Yeah? Is it a bit of pain? Is it smarting?
No, it's not as painful as the existence in this decrepit world.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Just kind of turn away real slowly back to the water.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't know, I'm in a weird mood today. Sorry, I don't know what's got into me.
Is that Gray or is that you?
I think there's a little bit of bleeding when it comes to.
Fair. Entirely fair.
That's his secret. He's always in character. All right, Rune.
Oh, sorry. Just before we continue, because I just looked at him about a minute ago and would remember. What armor is Rune wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing splint.
Is it splint? It is splint. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's splint. Let me just. So I do have.
I think you took Rickal's armor.
I was going to say,
yeah, I've got chainmail, but yeah, I took Rickal's armor, which is splint.
Can I very quickly just tie a loop in the end of the rope that Taral gave me?
Good idea.
All right.
Once Taral is clear, Rune is going to put his hands by his sides and step off and pencil dive.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can I do something now?
Oh no. Yes.
Yes.
No. Why choice assume the worst? Why? All I want to do is cast Mage Hand, and then use it to hold the loop that I've tied in the rope just above the surface of the water, and try and have Rune fall where into it, basically.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Just imagine getting one leg caught in it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking that'll be fine as long as he lets it go slack. As I fall into the water for a little while and then tightens it.
Yeah, I mean it's 50-foot rope. I'm not holding onto the other end as hard as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, a Mage Hand can only hold 5 pounds, I believe.
Yeah.
So that the motion is either going to, if it's fast enough, it's going to rip it out your hands or pull you back in. Which
that's what I mean. I'm not holding the rope at all.
Okay, so
the Mage Hand is just holding the rope steady, and I imagine
it's just
he's
holding.
Going to pick it up as it slows down.
Yeah. Well, I would let him hit it This is sorry. I should have said this. Is how I imagine. I would let him hit it, and then maybe he doesn't need the rope, but it's there if he needs it, and if needs be, I can then pull it in. But I'm not like, I don't have my hands on the rope, like holding it taut, expecting the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So you Rune, you pencil dive down, feet hitting the water hard. You similar to Taral, you go down about 30 feet or so. The weight of the armor does start to pull quite almost immediately.
Yeah.
But you got really high strength, haven't you?
My athletics is +8.
Yeah. So you're not unconscious, so you're fine. Which I think was what the problem the Rickow had, wasn't it? Didn't he like hit the water too hard and roll a natural one in his athletics?
I think it was losing,
he started sinking.
breathing. Yeah, sinking a bit, trying to swim up, failing the swim check, and
started
then
drowning.
struggling for breath.
Yeah. Which luckily you guys don't have a problem with.
Walk up the bottom of the water.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Why am I fucking even bothered? He could literally walk out of it. He could just
depends.
climb back out.
like a what is that, diving bell? Just walk out.
I'm just on my way down. I'm feeling for the sides of the rock and grabbing a handhold. I'm just going to pull myself up the inside of the thing. I'm not going to try swimming.
Yep.
I'm just going to climb up the inside of the rock face until I get to the top and pop out the water.
Yep. No rolls required for that. That's simple enough.
It's skeletons coming out of the water during Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
climbing up the anchor.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Not
And
quite. Close.
I'll hand Gray his rope back and say, "Yeah, thank you for that."
That was just in case,
Yeah.
Right. Well, three of
I'll
you
hand
stood
it.
here.
I will hand it back to Taral though.
Thank
Of
you.
course.
That back up here.
Okay. So, three of you stood here, dripping wet. One bone dry, although slightly splashed from people
Yeah.
in the water, just a touch too hard.
I've wiped off most of the splash from my leathers.
Okay. So, the cavern that you're in, Rune and Grey will recognise this room, as it is. You've been here before. You will remember that there was a gate here, a doorway that you had to pass through. A sacrifice had to be made last time. And
Oh, that was
Grey,
inside?
yeah, Grey offered himself up, stepped through the door,
Ah, yes. Okay.
and was
This was-
pierced.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. For a second I thought you meant because we had to, from the outside, we had to give a blood sacrifice, right? But that was an outside door. That wasn't. This was the one where I stepped up and then I heard a voice, and I had to make a choice.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
You had to willingly give something of yourself to pass through, or allow your companions to pass through.
Yeah.
So, approaching the same door, you're now seeing that it has essentially been ripped out.
Oh.
There are blades scattered across the floor. The brickwork that was here has been demolished. And carved into the stone above it, the words in common, "Enough tears have been shed."
Ugh.
I like
Okay.
this.
Is this something that you recognize?
This
Are we
place.
in the right place?
It was different when we were here. There was a doorway with
Wasn't vandalized for a start.
there were blades and spikes.
Well, you can see the blades, it would seem. Are they like sword blades or just blades of indeterminate?
Spikes might be a better way of putting it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're twisted and broken on the floor.
Okay.
They look aged.
going to unstrap my scythe and ready it, and I'm just going to start striding forwards.
Is this somewhere where we should be on our guard? Or just because of the change in the world and should just be on guard at any point?
The second, I shout back over my shoulder.
Yeah, okay. I will pull my short sword and say to the others, lead on, I guess.
I'll nod and apparate the... I keep wanting to say a twilight sword, but in my hand, and I will walk through.
You can call it a twilight sword if you want to. Short sword. Okay. So, as before, sand on the floor, worked stone. Tunnel just seems to keep extending on and on. You don't know how long you walk for. It's very hard to keep track of time here in the dark. Eventually, though, you do come to a wall, an actual brick wall, not red brick, but made from similar stone to the walls around you, and a doorway, an open doorway. It is reasonably ornate and well carved, and beyond that is a large square room.
I'd like to say that I am following quietly behind everybody, 5 or 10 feet behind, and actively trying to make no noise.
Okay. Yes,
Rune is probably the polar opposite.
It's not super easy to walk quietly on sand, but it's not overly difficult. It's not like difficult terrain or anything like that. But yeah, padding along quietly, you have no trouble. In the splint mail, however, it is a case of crunch, 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 clank, clank, clink, clank, clink, clank, clink.
Do you want a stealth check from me, or are we just saying that I'm...
No, that's fine.
Right.
There's no need.
Okay.
You're going to have to remind me. This must have been something we saw last time?
Must
this
it?
square room, because I don't remember it.
Okay. No, this is this room is new to you.
Oh, it is new. Okay.
Have we changed screens at all?
No,
Okay.
no. I do not have a map for this. This is Theatre of the Mind,
okay.
darling.
Right.
So it's simply a square room, and the path seemingly ends here.
Yep, so looking in through the doorway, if you're not going to enter the room just yet, you can see across the room, it appears to be square, dark stone flagstones on the floor. Across from you are 3 identical looking doorways, looking around the side. Along all the walls on either side appear to be dozens and dozens of shelves upon which sit hundreds of unlit candles.
Will I remember this from last time?
No, it's this way saying. This is new.
Oh, okay.
And I'll say it to Rune. This is new. This wasn't here last time.
Ah, okay.
Do you remember what was here before?
I don't.
No. I remember we were they were like, I remember entering a very large cavern with almost like very large pillars connected by a bridge. Wasn't there some sort of like not a lighthouse, but some sort of light casting a beam down? Is this right, Troy?
Yeah. No, you're correct. No, it was a lighthouse, or something approaching a lighthouse, a dark lighthouse, if you will. That was part of it, yes. But there were multiple rooms that you went through.
Yeah.
Okay. It was a long time ago.
It was.
Right. So there are 3 identical doors.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the doors are inside the room, though, right?
Right. So
that we have not yet entered.
You have not. You have not told me that you've entered yet. So, looking through the doorway, across the other side of the room from you, you can see 3 identical doorways, and along the walls are dozens of shelves with hundreds of unlit candles.
Okay. I'll turn back to them and say, yeah, this wasn't here when we last came through, so I've no idea what it is. But
Suppose you best take a look then. I mean, check it for any kind of traps or anything, and let's see where we're at.
I can do that.
Doors mean a way through, so there must be a choice to be made, but I can choose, I suppose.
If you're going to investigate traps, Fichte, then please give me a investigation check.
I can do that. Investigation of 12.
Well, yep. You're checking around the door. It's all solid stone. You poke at the flagstones in the doorway. You know, that's generally where a trigger might be if there was going to be one here. It's all solid. You do notice, however, that on the flagstone directly inside the room is a flagstone with the number 1 etched in it.
Uh-oh.
There's a numbered flagstone, but I do not see any traps immediately.
now that he points it out, is it visible to all of us? This one?
Yeah. It is literally right inside the doorway.
And
do they all have numbers on, or just that one?
Yeah. Does the next one have something?
Well, this is on the inside of the doorway that you're stood outside of currently. You can't see. You'd have to go up to the other doors to look at them to see if there's anything in there.
Okay, so fuck this. I'm just going to step onto the one zone. I'm just going to step through.
Okay. Yeah, you step through. You are in the room. Nothing happens.
Do I now see numbers on any of the other stones?
Walking forward to the 3 doors, there are no numbers in front of any of these doors.
On the floor?
On the floor, no.
So there was just a 1 at the very first flagstone, and the rest of the flagstones are bare.
Yes.
And am I now in the room?
Yes.
And all seems safe?
Yep.
Okay. And the 3 doors are identical?
They're all identical. Looking at them closely, you cannot see through them. It is blackness.
Oh, it's a doorway?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I pictured an actual door, but it's a doorway.
No.
Okay.
I thought I said doorway, sorry. I mean, I did mean doorway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I've entered safely. I mean, I'll now stand in front of the 3 choices that we have, and I kind of glance over my shoulder to my friends to see if they're entering also.
Yeah.
Again. Taking a good look around, seeing the else is in the room, if anything.
I'm continually looking on the floor for anything that we may trigger by movement.
Yeah, so you entering the room. It's a cold stone room, kind of room you might find beneath a castle in a dungeon. The walls are not hewn rock anymore; they are laid bricks, but big, thick, kind of castle style bricks. Flagstones are, apart from that single one at the doorway, the flagstones are clear. But if you are doing a proper look around, Fichte, as would your nature be,
absolutely.
Looking back at the doorway you just came through, you can now see that doorway is now black as well.
Oh.
Ah.
I gather like a magical darkness style thing.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 in front of us and 1 behind us that are all black. And then a shit ton of candles.
Mm-hmm.
And a single flagstone with a number.
Okay. You said there were shelves with lots of candles on?
Mm-hmm.
I want to study the candles.
Okay.
Are they all just normal candles?
They are all normal candles. They've all been lit at some point before. They are all dribbled in different ways. None know to appear to be the same.
Do any of the candles or the shelves have numbers on them?
I was just about to ask that.
Sorry, jumped in.
No, they are all kind of the off-white tallow that you might expect from a candle. The shelves,
candles. And...
yeah, the shelves are stone as well, not wood.
Seeing them investigating, I'll say maybe the one may indicate that we should take the first doorway.
First from the left, first from the right. First one we see. Which would you like to go for?
Can I just step very close to the very leftmost doorway?
Yes.
And just see if I can see anything looking into the darkness.
No. You're used to your magical eyesight being able to pierce most things. Any kind of darkness is normally, at least a monochrome for you. This is an inky blackness.
Rune, hand me one of those candles.
Yeah, I'll just hand one over.
Will prestidigitation light a candle?
I think it does. Wait a minute, is that the other one? Thaumaturgy?
I know I can snuff a candle.
Prestidigitation. You can instantly light or snuff a candle, torch, or campfire.
There you go.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll light the candle. And if I hold... Go on.
No, I was going to say, as he goes to light the candle with his spell, I want to try and pickpocket the tinderbox from Tarathiel.
All right.
Wow.
Give me your roll.
It's a lot of
That
hands.
time, D.
27.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not where it was.
Oh, okay.
So I now have it in my quiver.
Oh, okay. So yes, you slip your hand into his pocket with ease and without being noticed, but you find nothing there.
Is there something else in that pocket?
Nothing else small enough, I don't think. Let me just have a look in my inventory. No, nothing else small enough. No. It would have been
Fair enough, then.
No.
Fair enough. I'll come up empty-handed this time. And I will just remark to myself, he got smarter.
With that, you actually see Taral pull a torch out from a little pouch and reaches in. Tinderbox comes out the quiver and lights the torch. Without even noticing that Fichte's done anything, but...
Fair. And now where does the tinderbox go?
Back in the quiver.
Good to know, my friend. Good to know.
You don't know what quiver it is.
I'm watching where you're putting it, so...
So anyway, this candle.
Once the candle is lit, I will hold my hand out into the darkness and see if the candle illuminates that darkness in any way.
It does not, no.
Gray, can you put that candle on the stone with the number 1 on?
Sure. And I'll do that.
Okay, you place the candle down. It burns with a cheerful brightness in this gloom.
I'll stand on the flagstone.
Okay. You stand on a flagstone with a candle on it. After a while, you start to feel a little bit silly.
Yeah, what are you doing, Rune?
I don't know. It says the one. I'm just going to stand on it to see if that is number one that we have to stand on to get through. I don't know how these things work.
There's nothing stopping us entering. We just can't see.
I'll tell you what. I will go through the door, but I will tie a rope around my waist, and you hold the other end.
Okay.
So I'll tie my rope off around my waist, give Gray the other end, and then I'll step through the first door on the left.
Okay. So you step through. It's like blinking, but without moving your eyelids.
Uh-huh.
It's black, and you are now looking at the back of the heads of your companions, who are holding a rope that is attached to you behind.
You knew that was coming.
Okay, I'll walk back out then, and I'll head into number 2.
Okay. The exact same thing happens.
Come back out and go through number 3.
And the same thing happens again.
Okay. Okay, so if you go through these doors, you appear behind us at the first door again. So we have to do something here to pass forward, otherwise we are just going to keep on going a loop.
Taral steps back towards the first door, like the door we came in, and attempts to stick his arm through. Just look and see if it comes through one of the doors on the other side.
Okay. You
anything?
You step past Rune, stepping over the still lit candle on the floor. You put your arm through, and it does not appear through any of the doors on the other side.
Pull it back and...
You're putting your arm through the door that we came in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will, as you're doing it, I will step through one of the doors and see if I can grab your arm.
Okay.
Okay. So there's a very uncomfortable moment where you, Taral, are stood with your arm in blackness. And as you're standing there, for a brief second, Rune appears before you, and it appears almost as if your arm is in his chest.
Oh, God.
Oh, weird.
Before
I quickly snatch it back.
Yeah, but before, briefly, it looks this way, but then there's a kind of almost like a slice in time, and then suddenly he is stood to one side, and your arm is still outstretched in front of you.
Yeah, I will snatch my arm back, like, as it happens, and he's shifted. And I was like, oh, that's strange. Oh.
That's weird. Is there anything else on the stone shelves?
No,
candles.
nothing but candles.
All right, then. Should we try lighting the candles? Is this, look like they've been lit before? Is this part of the route, part of the hell?
I don't know. And how many flagstones are on the floor? Just the one, or are there lots?
Well, looking down, you can see that the flagstone with the number 1 on it is now a flagstone with the number 5 on it.
What?
What?
Okay.
Oh! Right. I'll grab 4 more candles, put them next to the first one, light them all, and then stride through a door.
With the candles on the floor, yeah?
Yeah, lit on the flagstone with 5 on it. I'll have 5 candles in total burning on it. And then...
You step...
Yeah.
You step through the door and appear back through the same door again with 5 lit candles on the floor in front of you.
Has the number changed on the flagstone?
The number is now 6.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Wait, that's gone from 5 to 6? Wait a minute, how many times have you gone through that door, Rune? And including me, is that 6 times?
No. That was
1,
twice.
2,
the number changed to 5
3.
from 1. So add one more
Yeah, but-
candle.
Was anybody watching it when it changed originally? I'm just thinking the amount of times we've been through these doors, as in you did 1, 2, 3, I put my arms through 4, you came back through 5, and now you've just gone through again, that's 6. So this is how many times have gone through these doors?
Is
6 times.
this flagstone is counting how many times we have used the door?
Yeah.
I'll go through again. Or try to. Does it change the number?
Yep, it is now 7.
Oh.
Yeah. Definitely then. Definitely.
Oh.
So this flagstone is like
And
chalk on a board.
I'm going to walk back through the original door.
Okay. You appear in through the middle door.
And what does the number now say?
The number now says 8.
Oh, so wherever either way. Okay.
You have to carry that many candles through the door rather than just being on the...
I don't think the number...
The candles must be here for a reason, no?
I'm going to snuff out one of the candles.
I think we've only... Oh no, they are lit, yeah.
What? Does anything happen if I snuff out one of the candles to the number or any of the doors?
Nope, nothing changes apart from you now have a 1 unlit candle.
I'll relight it again then.
Yep.
Using the other candle, I haven't stolen the tinder box, don't worry.
Ah.
I don't think placing the candles on the floor is the answer. We found the candles with them placed on the shelves.
Yeah.
It might be logical to assume that lighting the candles and doing something with it is
Let's
necessary,
put the
but
candles back on the
they
shelf.
should
and then
end on the shelf, I would assume.
Let's put them all back. Maybe light. And the number's 8 now on this flagstone?
It is indeed.
Maybe we put them back on the shelf, light 8 candles, and then go through a door.
Only try, I suppose.
Okay, so you light 8 candles. You step through the door. And you appear in another room.
Ooh.
The 3 doorways are now... the darkness is now removed and you can now see through them. They all lead into another room.
Hey! Just
There we
worked!
go. Okay, progress.
More simple than...
I don't understand
Yeah.
it, but it worked, so yay! Does the Raven Queen like the riddles?
I think it's
Did
more of
you
a
have to come to
security.
see... So you had to do this kind of thing before?
Well, we...
There were different challenges when they came through before.
Yeah. This was...
But challenges nonetheless.
We had to do
Yeah.
some things.
Yeah, okay. Just preparing for the end of this, where...
So...
Yeah.
Sorry. So, has Rune now stepped through? Who stepped through?
I think it was just Rune initially.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can
I'll
see
turn
Rune.
around and beckon them to come through.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's just get through before it decides to change its mind.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Sword is still out and still looking at everything. Checking for traps everywhere we move.
Okay, so the 3 of you step into a new room. This room is a bit smaller. You are stood on flagstones, but directly in front of you appear to be metal plates set into the floor. And on each plate is a letter. Looking around the room, there seem to be small glowing crystals embedded in the walls. There's just hundreds of them. Tiny, just almost like stars in the sky, but glowing very softly.
Okay.
Looking behind you, you see that the tree doors that you entered through are now gone. And up on the wall on the left-hand side, I've never done this before, I'm going to do a handout.
Ooh.
God.
The journal?
Yes, I think so.
Did you do it?
I press
Are you
show to
trying to?
players.
Nope.
Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, can you see it now?
Yeah. Floor puzzle hint. Says.
Yes.
Is that what we want?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Find solace to reach salvation. A right 2.
Okay. A?
Sorry, where do we see this written?
This is etched into the wall on the right-hand side.
Find solace to reach salvation.
Maybe this means for example, an A would be 2 letters to the right. So an A may become a C, B would become a D, C would become an E, like a code, kind of like a code. So
How did
that
A
is-
become a C? You
A-
lost me.
You mean A to
A
W?
move right
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
So-
it would be W, not C.
So if you stand on A, you go right 2 spaces would be a W.
No, I'm talking about like the alphabet. So if
Oh, maybe it
A
could be
is the
that.
A is the first letter of the alphabet.
Oh,
and
okay. Sorry, I thought you
move
were
it-
talking about the numbers on the thing. Yeah. Okay, so A is C.
Move.
Okay.
so maybe the sentence, if we for each letter we go 2 letters to the right, then does it make
Yeah,
sense?
but that if we're looking for, yeah, it does actually.
Solace. I mean,
See, solace
it
would
mean-
be U. If we're looking for solace, that would be UQ, but then we'd be looking for an N, and there is no N. Or there's the N on the other side.
unless the N goes to the other side and the N would be an M? Or no. I don't know.
I mean, that's kind of a coincidence that it's U and Q is S and O if you shift it 2 letters.
UQNCEG.
Hang on. I'm gonna have to get out a notepad here.
So it would be UQNCEG if that's the cipher we're going with.
Yeah, but then that doesn't make much sense looking at what we are.
Wait, let's just have a look at the clue again. Find solace to reach salvation. Okay.
There is no other U, right?
There's nothing else on the walls around
The only other things on the walls are small bits of glowing crystal.
Can I look at some of the crystals?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about them? Anything that I can notice about them? Are they natural crystals? Have they been made? Have they been carved, rather?
They appear to have been cut. Not exactly finely, but they have been cut at some point by the look of it. They are glowing with an internal energy. They vary in size wildly. There's some which are fist size, some which are tiny. They're just placed haphazardly all around the room.
Are there any that are loose?
Getting your knife out and trying to work it into the rock to normal way of jimmying something out. It doesn't appear to be anything that you'll be able to get out easily.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to. Rune is going to. Where is Rune? There he is. Rune's going to go and stand on this U.
Okay.
You take 5. There's a flash of cold blue light, and you take 5 points of cold damage.
Cold damage.
And you would take 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Sorry. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just. How many 5 points of cold damage?
Yep.
And 1 point of exhaustion. Dang.
How does that look to us?
There's a flash of cold light. As soon as he steps onto the tile, the letter glows bright blue within a matter of seconds, and then flashes up through him.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Where's the exhaustion thing? I can't find it. There we go.
Are you okay?
That stung.
Yeah.
Where's my notepad? Q.
Please be careful if you're going to stand on these things.
Step back, Rune.
If I step back, has anything happened to that letter?
No, it returns back to how it was previously.
Bollocks.
Okay. Gray's been stood there studying the floor.
Mm-hmm. You step your foot upon the plate. Nothing happens. So
What are you doing?
And again. And again.
What?
And again.
How the fuck did he crack that?
I was just
We are
guessing.
very impressed with what the fuck.
6 amazingly lucky guesses. What are the chances?
What? Okay.
Do you remember the path I took, or do you want me to read it out to you?
Yeah. Wait a minute. It was that.
I would like some explanation, please.
Q. M.
It's Taral was right. It's just the letters shifted by 2. If you step on the letters Q, M, J, Y, A, and E and offset them by 2, it spells out the word solace.
Man.
Nah. Okay.
Oh.
Stepping on the O, there is another flash of blue light.
What?
Yeah,
Just said the Q, not the O.
Sorry, the Q.
Mhm.
Yep.
I said Q, Rune. Q.
Well, yeah, I would have set on. Sorry, I got it wrong. The Q,
Yeah.
and then that one.
The M. If the rest of you guys just follow him. So it's Q, M,
J.
J, Y, A,
C.
C.
Right. Okay.
There we go. Well done.
Yeah, maybe we should tell each other what we're doing instead of just walking into this thing that shouts out blue light and hurts people.
Sorry, I was pretty sure I was onto something. I could have said before, but
Yeah, please do.
It's just so much more dramatic this way.
As a player, I still don't get it, but I thought I had shifted everything.
From what I said, I think it was just the other way round. So S becomes A. Q.
Nope. No, you had it right. You had it right the first time, Rich. You got it like pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send you. I'll share it with you afterwards.
Oh, so
Yeah.
so
I am
Q
not a smart man.
to the right by 2 letters.
Yeah.
Oh, S. Q becomes an S.
Well, S becomes a Q.
Yes. Yeah, but if you go off the map,
Then it just wraps back around.
tiles, Q, 2 letters to the right becomes an S. M, 2 letters to the right becomes an O. J, 2 letters to the right becomes an L. Yeah.
Kind of. Anyway.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So across the other side of the metal tiles, doorway in front of you. This one not inky black. You can see into the door.
A door or a doorway?
A doorway.
Okay.
And the magic users here, please give me a perception check.
Oh.
Well, if it's divine magic,
It's magic.
just any magic. Okay.
So everyone
wait,
except
Just
me.
perception.
Why have I closed it?
18.
Not Arcana, perception. Yes.
Perception, please. Yes.
Perception. That is a 7.
Okay.
It's how did I end up with a 10? Oh yeah, I've got a negative perception. It's the hair. It's the hair in the eyes.
It's the hair in the eyes. It's the ring girl look. You know, it looks really cool especially when you're rising out of the water. But when it comes to seeing stuff, not so much.
Yeah.
Great. Do you want a scrunchie?
Unfortunately, the only one he was able to find was back in Twilight Court, and it's actually Hello Kitty one. But it's fine. It'll work. You can make it work.
No, I appreciate the offer, Taral, but I'm fine.
Okay. Rune, I mean, you're probably still suffering a little bit from the effects of the blast that you took previously.
Yeah.
Gray and Taral, though. Being magic users, you can, even when you're not actually using magic, even with Taral, who is, you're not exactly an archmage, throwing spells, but you still have some magical ability. Even when you're not casting spells, you can still feel a connection to some arcane or divine force. You know instinctively that you can cast a spell at any given time. But here in this room, you can't feel that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, instantly, if I sense that, I'm going to just cast prestidigitation on my hands just to see if I can do anything.
No, you can't.
Fuck and bugger.
Quick point as well. Exhaustion. Every ability check is at disadvantage.
I should have rolled at disadvantage, yeah. I doubt it matters with my 7, but yeah.
No,
just fail harder, I suppose.
for the future.
Yes.
Fail hard. Fail harder.
Could get a 6.
Okay. Yep. So you have an open doorway in front of you, similar, the same as the previous ones that you passed through. Looking through this door, you can see an even smaller room. Inside the room, in the center of the room, is a stone pedestal, upon which is a box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Large box.
Possibly more of a chest than a box. Oh no!
Like a jewel chest, or like a clothes chest, or
it's quite small. Probably, you could easily carry it in one hand. There is a lock on the front of it, and there is a iron key lying next to it. Across the other side of the room is a door, which is closed now, rather than just being an open doorway.
I would like to look at the box, look at the people next to me, and say, "Now this I can do." And I'd like to check the box and the lock for any traps.
Okay, give me 2 perception checks, please.
Investigation or perception?
Is it not investigation for checking for traps?
Yeah, investigation for check for traps.
What did I say?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh,
Yeah.
Then I apologize profusely. Yeah, investigation. I apologize.
Okay, so
Very sorry. I'll hand in my DM card. I'm sorry.
For the box, I rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm.
For the lock, is an 18.
Okay. So you check the box over. You know all the places to prod and to poke, places where things might go off in your face if you're not careful.
I've got a dagger in one hand and my tools in the other.
Yes.
Or if you prod and poke in the right way.
Well, depends what you prodding and poking. And yeah, it appears to be fine. No traps or anything that you can find. Looking at the lock on the door itself appears to be made of stone.
I meant the lock on the box.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the lock on the box. It appears to be a regular lock.
Okay. And the key next to it, does that look like it is the key for the box? Or the lock, rather?
Definitely seems the right size.
Okay.
Seems too obvious, but okay.
Yes, it does. So what are we doing? Do you want me to open this, or do we leave it, or what do we do?
There's a
let
keyhole
someone
on the
else take the
door,
lead.
or a handle on the door, or anything?
There is no handle on the door. There is a keyhole, though. It seems to have been carved rather than installed.
Maybe there's a choice. It's either open the chest or open the door.
Can I go inspect the door and the lock on the door?
Yes, indeed. Yep, give me investigation. I got it right this time, guys.
Yay.
Yay. I'll take my DM card.
That one is a 29.
Oh, no. Just can't see anything. Not with a roll that low. Right, yeah, no. You investigate the lock as you would normally, and give it a poke and a prod with your tools. Inside this lock, it doesn't appear to be any tumblers. It does appear to almost just be a smooth borehole through the rock itself. There's nothing in here really that you would be able to pick. It is just it just appears to be a hole. But with a roll of 29, though, I will say that you can feel with your rakes and your combs there appear to be symbols etched on the inside of the hole.
Now this is a lock that cannot be picked, as there are symbols. This means there is a specific key or object that should be placed inside, and my guess it's probably in that box. Well, in for a copper, in for a gold. I would like to pick the lock on the box. I am
Okay.
ignoring the key for the box.
All right. Yeah, give me thieves' tools.
It is the same as my sleight of hand. That roll is a 33.
Whoosh.
You breathe on the lock, and it pops open. Such is your mastery. So yeah, the lid pops with a satisfactory little click.
And what is inside when the lid pops?
Well, the lid doesn't open. Are you opening the lid manually?
I checked it for traps and saw that it was clear, so yeah.
Okay. So inside the box, as you lift the lid,
Is death.
is the box.
What?
It's an odd sensation. Holding the box, or are you holding the box? Or are you kind of leaving
No,
it on
it's
pedestal?
resting on the pedestal, and I've just opened it.
Okay, so as you lift the lid and let it fall back, it's almost as if it twists out of the normal 3 dimensions briefly to then become the box again, but locked.
Did I think I see that right?
I'm going to grab the lock again and check that it's locked.
It's locked again. You have a mild headache.
What the fuck? You all saw that, right?
Yeah.
Can I investigate the key?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is there anything on the key? Any etchings? Any particular markings of any kind?
It is possibly the most ordinary key that you've ever seen. It radiates dullness. It is if there could be an archetype of boring iron keys with the simplest of teeth on it, this would be it.
And it looks like it fits the lock of the box.
Yes, it is. The door lock is significantly larger than the lock on the box.
Scheiße. I'm going to use the key and open the lock on the box.
I'd laugh if it was just that
It's going
simple.
to go badly.
Yep. So you turn the key. The lid pops.
I will open the box, leaving the key inside the lock.
Okay. Yeah. So once again, the dimensions twist slightly. The box is again locked, but this time the key is still in the keyhole.
9. Can I move the box? Is it heavy? Is it bolted down?
No, not at all. It's very light. You're able to pick it up.
Is this the only thing in this room?
Yes.
Taral takes the key and goes and puts it in the door.
Yeah, I sorry, I just realised I've been muted for a while.
I thought you were just sitting there disapprovingly, like, oh god.
No, that was a first for me, I think. But no, I did just say before to Fichte that I think the chest is a decoy. Just put the key in the door.
Yeah. So you go to the door with the key. The key is far too small to fit in the lock. You place it inside it falls out. It's like throwing a hot dog down a bowling alley.
Can I look around the room for anything else? Any other keyhole? Any other anything else around the room?
No, there is nothing else in the room. It is work stone, the same as the previous rooms that you've been in. There is nothing else here. The door behind you leading to the previous room is still there.
I'm gonna.
How big is the keyhole?
Which one?
The one in the door.
It would be. Oh god, I've got nothing. I've got no frame of reference to give you.
Normal key size?
Yeah, I mean the box is small, so it's almost like a jewelry box type lock, whereas the one on the door across the room would be like a dungeon key door, if you like. You know, quite a
Okay, so
big.
my finger isn't going to fit in it.
Oh, your finger would fit in it.
Really?
Yeah, pretty big.
It's a big door.
Is the box locked with the key in it?
Yes.
Or can you open the lid? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the key is still in the lock, but the lid is closed. But if you're wanting to pick it up and lift the lid, because the key is still in the unlocked position, then you can lift the lid, but the same thing happens. It falls back, it flips around.
I'm going to pick up the box and couple steps back from the pedestal with the box in arm.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and open the lid.
Okay. Yeah, the lid still opens. The same thing happens.
And physics breaks my brain.
Yes.
Okay.
It feels really weird in your hands as well. It's like almost like holding like a non-Newtonian fluid that is solid and then isn't all of a sudden, but then it becomes solid again.
How long is the delay before that happens?
It's
instantaneous?
It's pretty instantaneous. Maybe a second.
I would like to take the key. What am I trying to do here? If I open the lid, does the keyhole go all the way through the box, or is it accessible from inside?
You never really see the inside of the box.
No.
As soon as you open the lid is closed again.
Can I open the box, quickly chuck the key in it while it's transforming?
I mean, give me a dexterity. Give me a sleight of hand.
Oh, wow, that's okay, well.
I mean, I don't know. I pictured it. I pictured it. You open the box, and what you see is the lid over the box.
Yeah,
right?
It essentially folds in on itself. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you try, Rune. You give it a good old college try, but you can't even get the key out of the hole before the lid is then already closed again.
What does the pedestal look like?
It is this is very similar to everything else in here. It's not exactly ornate. It's clearly been made. It's not like just a column of stone. It looks like, yeah, it's just very plain.
No holes to put keys in.
Looking around it, doesn't appear to be, no.
Okay.
Just wandering around the room, Taral does like a perimeter of the room and gets to the door, the keyhole in, and just tries pushing the door.
Okay. No, it is firmly stuck.
Okay.
And what if, like, can I try turning the key and then, rather than like opening the box at the front where you would normally, can I like see if the back will open as if it was hinged at the front?
Okay, you can give that a go. Yep, so you put the key in, you turn it so it unlocks and you hear the click. You turn it around, you can see the tiny little hinges. You try and give it a push, and you just end up kind of locking the box again.
Okay, it won't open in another access.
No.
Can I turn the key the wrong way?
You give it a try, it doesn't turn.
Okay. I'll try everything, right? There's nothing special about the pedestal. The box is a piece of shit. There's nothing special about the key.
I'm not 100% convinced that the whole box and key isn't just a distraction.
Can I investigate the pedestal? Can I check it for anything? A hidden switch or a symbol or a scratch? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, I won't ask you to roll because yeah, you go over it microscopically. You take your time, and you go through every single little nook and cranny that you can find on it, but there is nothing pressable, nothing openable, nothing wedgeable. You can even move the pedestal. It's very heavy, but it will shift around if you try and push it.
And the floor is nondescript.
What was the sentence in the last room? Find solace to reach salvation. Maybe there's like a word, hidden word, like a open sesame style. I mean, simple as salvation. Not to say out loud.
Yep, the box sits there, looks at you.
It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
Take the box to the door?
Which door?
The locked door in front of us.
Okay. Yep, you approach the door with the box in hand.
I want to hold the box tie it up against the lock of the door and then and then unlock and open the box again. If that does anything.
You do so. It's even weirder now that you're pressing it up against something solid, because it now looks like the box is passing through the solid matter to become itself again, and it makes your head hurt that much more.
Can I look through the keyhole of the door?
Yes.
Do I see anything on the other side?
You see another stone corridor. This one is no longer bricked. It is back to being the kind of cut rock of the previous ones. You can see black sand on the floor.
And you mentioned some sort of runes on the inside of the keyhole?
Yes, you
can't decipher them, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's markings, but everything's kind of convex and it's going around the cylinder and...
Fuck it. I'm just going to stick my finger in the hole.
Okay.
Give it a lick.
Yeah.
Wet willy.
20 points of piercing damage as your finger gets ripped. No, I'm joking. No, yeah, you're stood with your finger in a hole. It's cold to the touch.
Ooh.
Okay, so we need a key to open this door. The room is suggesting the key is in the box. Should we try just smashing the box?
A bit brutish, but
Hold on. I'm going to pick up the box and I'm going to walk into the room we just left with the box and the key.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and unlock it there.
Okay. You turn the key. There's the click. Open the lid. And inside is a stone key.
Nice.
You said that your magic was fucky. Well, so was theirs. And I'm going to pull the stone key out of the box.
Yep.
And I will walk in just holding the stone key. And I will put it in the lock of the door and attempt to open it.
Yep. So this particular key, there's no teeth on it, but instead etched into the shaft, if you will, appear to be runes that, possibly just lines. Really, what do you know about runes? But yeah, so you take the cylinder, you place it inside the keyhole of the stone door. You turn it, and there is a very satisfying clunk instead of a click, and the door swings slightly inwards.
I'm going to look at the other three and say, I hate magic.
Yeah.
I'm going to step back and gesture forward for someone else to walk through the door.
Rune will walk through.
I'll look to Fix and give like one of those nods, like, like a...
I'll do, pig.
Yeah. And I'll follow Rune.
Okay.
Shaking my head, looking at the fucking door.
Simple,
hate it.
stupid, as they say, I suppose.
As you as you pass through the door, you hear the chest say, "See you soon." No,
What?
you don't. No, you don't.
It was a mimic all along!
Damn it! I was fucking waiting, honestly. I was waiting for it to be a mimic.
I know you
Yeah.
were.
Isn't every player?
Oh. Fucking mimics.
Oh,
One day.
the
One day.
anticipation. I could taste it. Oh, yes. It tastes like butterscotch. Right. So, stepping through the door. You are now back in a rough-hewn stone corridor. Sand is now crunching underfoot once again.
Yeah.
Attempting to walk quietly again.
Okay.
I
So
am perpetually 5 or 10 feet back from everyone else and always trying to be quiet.
Okay. That's fine. It means you'll be picked off first. Right, so...
They can see me.
You walk again. It's difficult to tell how long you're walking for down here. Walking in darkness, no sense of time. It's not exactly cold. The thing about caverns is that they tend to maintain their temperature, regardless of what the temperature is outside. So it's not super cold. It's not particularly warm either, though. And as you're walking along, the only thing you can hear are the echoes of your crunching feet echoing back at you. This clink of armor, and occasionally the echoes begin to multiply and double, and it almost sounds like voices in this. But you stop
No.
and you listen, and as the echoes die away, there's nothing there. Eventually, you turn a corner, and you see a light. A torch. This Grey and Rune is familiar.
Yay.
This is somewhere that you have been before. And it will be once I can get your fucking tokens. There we go. Come here, my darlings. Okay.
I don't like it when he croons at us.
What's your marching order? I know that fixes the back.
Rune's first.
Okay. Taral, Grey.
I was behind Rune.
All right.
Right.
The ranger and the rogue are at the back. It works.
The Ranger and the Rogue. Classic tale. Okay, so as you round the corner, you see this torch. This torch, you remember this torch, Grey and Rune. So it's odd. It's almost oddly out of place in this dank cavern. It is a torch burning in a sconce. But you remember having taken this torch before, and it lit your way through the darkness as the shadows attacked you.
Oh god, I'm having flashbacks.
Yay. Hello, old friend.
So, things are different this time, of course, because Rune, you can see a lot better. Not Rune, Grey, you can see a lot better in this darkness than you could before. So, if you would like to move, then I will ask you to move your movement. You are free to move as you wish.
I would like to do it stealthily.
All right, give me a self check.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna.
29.
Can the rest of you see?
Oh. I have dark vision.
Currently, on the map I can, but I don't have dark vision. Only you have dark vision. So did one of you guys have a torch?
I literally said there was a torch burning on the wall.
Yeah, I'm taking the torch.
Where?
I will light one of my own torches.
Okay. Can I move this, and can I give it to you to move? I should like to think so. I don't think so. That's annoying. All right, I'll have to move
can
it
we
with you.
just give me like a...
Oh yeah, I'll give you a glow. You're radiant. You're radiant, darling.
Yes.
Right. So, what is a torch?
Torch is
30-30 or is it 20-20?
30-30, I think.
Okay.
30.
Okay. Rune.
No, torch is 20-20 apparently.
It's 20-20. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just... Something's happened. Yeah, it's moving with me. Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. Alright, so... I just turn and I say, Gray, you remember which way to go?
No.
No. I think...
No, not at all. It was fucking dark and scary. That's all I remember.
I think we hugged the left wall, if I remember correctly. So
Yeah, I think
I
we
will
did.
move. Do you want me to use my movement to move in
Yes, please.
blocks? Yes, okay. Alright, so...
Can we just assume that we're keeping pace with him?
Yeah. Just for the sake of
Yeah.
expediency.
I'll just drop myself in behind him.
Ding. Right. Stop, please.
Okay.
Picked.
Hello.
As you step upon the sand, keeping close to the wall,
Uh-oh.
it bursts up from beneath you.
Oh no.
Well, shit.
Now, I believe your sword prevents you from having attacks of opportunity on you.
I don't.
Cannot be
No, my sword
surprised,
prevents
I
me from being surprised.
Which would account as attack of opportunity?
No, surprise is a condition.
Ah, okay.
Surprise as a condition is that you cannot take reactions. So if we were attacked while we were sleeping, for example,
Right, okay.
I cannot. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a surprise round against me,
Okay.
and it wouldn't have advantage or anything else like that from being unseen.
Okay. So for instance, if something was to burst out of the sand beneath your feet and punch you in the jaw,
It would be a normal attack, but I would still take it.
does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not.
Okay. So as you step forward, the sand beneath your feet explodes upwards, and you swear the shape of the sand is almost like a fist whistles past your face as a figure begins to coalesce in the sand. And I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Shaza! Shaza! How
That
did he
is a 18.
see me to attack me?
18?
God damn.
You stepped on it.
Hell.
Tremor sense bullshit.
You stepped on it.
I know.
No, I didn't clear
His
the thing from last time.
dexterity of 0 rolls better than Devi. The dexterous
Where's my
roll.
initiative button? There you are.
Hold on. I've messed up. I forgot to clear the thing last time.
Oh dear.
Clear for us.
I don't think you did.
But it's
Oh,
not
it
for
is
me.
clear
In
for us,
order.
yeah.
For us is clear.
It's not for me. Hold on. You're all on there twice, and there's also trees there.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Right, I'm going to clear this. Hold on. Listen to these dulcet tunes brought to you by Troyificus from the I Want to Punch the Dragon album, available on Bandcamp.
Shameless plug.
Why not?
Getting ready to stab things.
There we go. Alright, if you can just add in your numbers, please.
Hey, pretty cool. Buttons. Hey.
7 of them.
What did I get? Can't read it.
You got 19.
I got a 90.
No, 19. Right, are we all here? No, we're waiting for Grey.
I can't input something unless I have a turn.
There you go. I clicked it. I definitely clicked it.
There we go.
There we go. Right. No, I always do it wrong. Every time. There we go. Right, well, Fichte, it is your turn.
I'm going to... Well, I'm not stealth from this prick, because he fucking attacked me. So, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna slash at the prick.
Okay.
Let's have at it. 10.
10 hits.
10 hits?
Yep.
Cool,
Wow.
7 piercing damage.
Yep, so the creature in front of you is... It's risen up out of the sand. It is in the shape of a humanoid, but it appears to be just made out of sand. And as you bring your blade down, you think, you think that you've whiffed this, but no, you cleave through the sand and you feel the resistance of it, but it passes through, leaving a gash, which then closes up immediately.
What the fuck? And I will... how high is this cavern?
It's probably about 15 feet.
Cool. I'm immediately going to climb 15 feet up on the wall.
Okay. Does it get a attack of opportunity on you?
No, it doesn't, because I have the mobile feat.
That's true, yes. All right.
So I'm just 15 feet up.
Right, we'll move you down here just to differentiate you from being in combat with it.
Yeah. Is there a... Don't know. Never mind. Alright, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I've climbed up the wall, just hanging from the wall with a what the fuck expression on my face.
Alrighty. Rune.
Actually, bonus action hide.
Okay.
against the wall.
He's trying to sink into the wall.
I'm literally look like I'm made of stone, so hopefully that'll work.
Okay. Excellent.
And the stealth roll for the hide is technically a natural 20. Because I only moved half my movement. So I get to have it at advantage.
Right. So yes. So none of you are looking when this happens. This happens all very quickly. You hear the sound of "ah" and the sound of a slash, and then you look back, and Fichte is gone, and there is a kind of shadowy, sandy figure stood where you assume he was previously.
He's been turned to sand.
Right, okay.
Right. Here's your go.
Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, so gonna get right up in its face and just not wasting any time. I'm going to attack with my scythe.
Okay.
This attacks are not at a disadvantage, are they?
Just ability checks.
Exhaustion ability checks is the first, and then attack rolls I think is the third exhaustion level.
Natural 20.
Oh no!
Oofy sauce.
Indeed.
2 in a row.
Yeah,
19.
that is 9 plus crit 10.
Yeah, so 19.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you take a massive swing at this thing, and your blade hits true. You get all of this, and you feel it, and it feels good. The big raven wing blade slashes into the shoulder of the creature and cuts down diagonally. Its arm drops off into the sand and becomes just sand again. The creature is still standing, but it looks very, very knackered.
Okay. I'll take no, I take a step back. Can't do that. I will second attack. That's a 2 for a total of 10.
That hits.
11 slashing damage.
Okay, yep, so having brought the scythe down the first time, cleaving it in almost in half, you twirl and bring it back up again the opposite way, making a big kind of X across its body. And as the blade passes through again, it loses any cohesion that it had maintained and falls back down to the ground. A pile of sand once again.
Excellent.
Big?
And with that, I'll just stand ready with my scythe, looking around for any more.
Okay. Nothing else appears.
Big?
Oh,
where
hold
are you?
Hold on a second.
Hiding.
I didn't see where Grey was standing. So, Grey, as you turned and to watch this, you don't notice that the ground beneath you also begins to twist and shift. And I need to move you out of the way because you stood on top of it. Ah, there it is. Sorry, buddy. I'm working as fast as I can. There we go. Right, so a fist flies up out of the ground.
Ooh.
I'm guessing the 24 hit.
Yes.
All right, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage as a sandy fist makes contact with your jaw. As this is happening, the creature that you've just dispatched, Rune, as it begins to discorporate back down to the ground, it flurries up into a cloud.
Uh-oh.
And can you please give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
I can certainly try. That's a 12.
Meets it, beats it. There you go. So yeah, so you managed to step back just before the cloud of sand hits you in the face.
Good. Okay.
Yes, I really should actually learn the rules of the things that I create before I put them out into the wild. Right. Okay. Anything else, Rune?
Yes. That new one has entered my reach. Where is it? Reaction. Would this be my? Is this still my turn?
Yes, because I didn't. It was my fault that I didn't do it immediately because I didn't actually realise that Rune was that Grey was still on top of him.
Okay. All right, so it's still my turn. I'm going to use my reaction. No, my bonus action. Sorry. To attack again. The one that's just appeared. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits as well. Yeah. So you looking around and seeing that your colleague has been attacked by another creature. Luckily, it stood in front of him rather than behind him, because otherwise you probably would have had to do some weird gymnastics to get your scythe around Grey without chopping his head off as well. But yeah, so you make a slash. We have you as bludgeoning for some reason, but I'm guessing it's actually slashing.
Yes, I think it's because you used the butt end of the...
Yeah. Hold-on master is the other end.
Ah!
Yeah, it's the butt end
which
of
allows
the
you to
weapon.
make the attack. So it's a different damage dice as well.
That's very cool. I like the flavour. Okay, I'm going to I'll move you there, Grey, so I've got access to the thing. Right.
Yeah.
So anything else, Rune?
No, I don't think so. Actually, I'm going to stay there because that creature is still within my reach.
Okay, Grey.
Okay. As this creature erupts below me, I'm going to fall back, and with a downward slash, I'm going to make my first attack with my sword.
Okay.
I have an apology to make. I think
Okay.
it has to be within 5 foot of me.
What's the next to you for the thing?
Yeah, for the bonus attack, it has to. The range area says 5 foot reach, rather than 10 foot.
That makes sense really when you think about it.
Yeah, it does. So take that. I take that back. I can't actually reach it.
That's fine.
Sorry, carry on.
As you were.
Yes, your blade has got the 10-foot reach, and the polearm master with the butt only has the 5 foot.
I
But,
guess because that bit would be closer to my body.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Grey. So yeah, you bring your sword out. You attack with a 13. You do indeed hit.
That is 10 points of damage then, and then gripping the handle of the sword with my other hand, I'm going to backhand two-hand for my second attack.
Being fruity.
It's a 10.
And 10 hits.
Then it's another 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Yep. So you make two slashes with this, with your spectral sword, and make contact both times quite significantly. And you see the bits of it are already starting to fall off, but it is still standing.
That ends my turn, though.
Okay. It is now the creature's turn. It's going to make a slam attack against you, Grey. And misses with an 8, I'm going to assume.
Yep.
Alrighty. That's all it has. Yes, it is. So, Taral.
Taral will, having seen the things come up sort of from the sand, he's actually going to step back against the wall. If I can attack if there is one.
I'm going to say that it's currently facing Grey. So for this, it probably wouldn't be particularly aware that you're even there. So
Okay.
I will not say it's a attack opportunity.
Then I will raise my longbow and I will attack. I will fire an arrow at him
Okay.
for a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Okay. So you,
13.
yep. So you fire your arrow at the sand creature that is stood in front of your friend, and the arrow hits true, and it hits the back of the creature's head, and almost passes straight through. From Grey's perspective, you're looking at this humanoid creature, and then suddenly a arrowhead blossoms from its forehead, and for a second you think it's going to carry on going and hit you, but the momentum is stopped. However, the creature does explode into a cloud of sand. Can you give me a Constitution save, please?
Yep.
No.
Okay. So so surprised are you with the arrow appearing in through the head of this thing?
Sand in his eyes.
You literally get sand in your eyes from it, like ow, oh god. Yeah. So you are
Sorry.
Natural 20s, natural 1s. We're doing well today.
Yeah. So, Grey, you're going to be blinded until the end of next turn. We're going to keep you in this initiative order, just in case anything else happens to pop up.
Carefully, I guess. Grey, are you okay?
Yep. I'm just like holding up one hand and just fluttering my eyelids.
I'm going to stay 15 feet up on the wall, and I'm going to start climbing round the wall.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, I'm staying up here.
I will come across
Because
him.
no.
Grab Grey by the shoulder. Rune, would you like to lead us forward? I don't know how long this may last.
Of course. I will, yes. If we are out of turn order, I don't know if we're in...
I'm going to keep you in turn order for the moment.
Oh,
So,
I'll move back.
Well, no, because Tarathiel would have walked up to Grey, and then it was your turn anyway.
Okay.
So that should, if that's what you're going to do for yours, you can carry on moving.
Yeah, I would have moved along there, and I'm going to hold an action to throw a dagger at any creature that appears out the ground.
Okay.
While I'm still stealthed.
Alrighty. Okay, if that's your turn, then we are back to Rune.
Okie dokie. So, yeah. I'm going to move up to here.
Okay, you pass through without incident. Grey, back around to you. You managed to get the sand off your eyes. Painful, but you can pretty much see again.
Okay. Then I will. I'll just follow up behind Rune.
Okay, so if you're walking in that straight line, as you step here, the ground beneath you moves again. So there's two things going to happen here. It's going to attack you, and then Fichte is going to attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we'll do its attack first. Another sandy uppercut for 8, which is going to miss. So, Fichte, if you'd like to take your turn.
This
A reaction,
is with
maybe?
advantage. Because I am hidden. It's a 22 to hit.
Definitely will hit, yes.
8 piercing damage, and because an ally is within 5 feet and I had advantage, have a sneak attack roll of another 17 damage.
Nice. Yeah, so the arrow flies true and essentially hits it in the side of the head, and it staggers to the point where it looks almost for a second like you've nailed it to the wall, but then it kind of slips past the dagger that was almost pinning it and stands back up again. It looks rough as hell, but it is still alive. As you are moving, Grey, it's still your turn, so you can attack if you wish.
I'll take 2 swings at it. First attack is a 15 for... Oh, fucking hell. For 4 slashing damage.
Yep, you slash it. It parts of it start to drop off, but it's still mostly corporeal.
Then my second attack, it's 11 for 9 slashing damage.
All right. So yeah, you bring your sword down again. And can I have another Constitution save, please?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Once again, you bring your sword up in a kind of uppercut fashion. You're like, yeah, that's it. This is easy. And in doing so, the creature just explodes into sand again, and
Face full of sand.
Again, yeah.
Grey, grab my dagger.
Hey, I think you need to stay away from them. Stay away from the sand.
Are you gonna try and retrieve Ficht's dagger for him?
While he's blind.
You want me to blindly feel for a blade?
I'm asking you if you want to.
No, I'm going to rub my face and say, get your own dagger.
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
All right then. You still have some movement left if you want to try and take it.
Can I use my movement in conjunction with Grey's to grab him by the shoulder and move him forward?
Yes, you can.
I do so.
Okay.
And if I see Ficht's dagger on the floor, I will pick it up.
Give me an perception check.
Yep.
17.
17.
Yep, you see it easily enough. It's glinting off of the light which Rune is producing.
This one, I think, yes.
Dagger.
And I mime throwing it up to him, but don't. As if, like, I don't know, like where someone would go, and like almost pretend to throw it, and then but just stop, and just be like, "Get
Just
it."
a little feigned shock.
Oh, do I make you do a sleight of hand check? No, I'm not that mean. Okay, because if you roll a natural 1, that would have been hilarious. But no, I won't. It's fine. Okay, right. So yeah, Taral and Grey, you are doing a drunken stagger forwards.
Grey on my right.
All right, so it's your two. Fichte.
Okay, I will continue along the wall. What's my climbing speed? It's 40. 5, 10, 15, 20 I'll go. Half movement means that my bonus action can still have advantage on the hide to re-hide. So stealth with hiding is a 30.
Significant.
And, a hold action again for a dagger in case we have another asshole explode out of the ground.
Okay.
I have 6 of these daggers. I'd like to keep it that way.
All right.
Hopefully I won't lose them. And that's me.
Okay. Background to Rune.
Hello, it's me. Where is it? There he is. He's right there, isn't he? Right. Give me a second. Is this as big as this map is? Okay. I guess I'm just gonna walk up to here then.
Okay. So you see here. Did you take you took the torch, didn't you? That's why you
Yes.
you have light. Okay. So you see
Lit up like a
like a Christmas tree. Yeah. So as before, you see that there is an empty sconce here, clearly made for the torch, and you remember that you the party beforehand when you were here last. You did leave it here because ahead of you can see a faint light around the corner.
yes. And then I will leave the torch in the sconce. And head out.
Okay. Make like a fetus and head out. Okay, so we'll fall out of this now because the way is clear. So, leaving the torch behind and the warm glow, people taking time to, get sand out of their eyes as they're stumbling forwards. Daggers are passed back.
Maybe.
I will climb off the wall and come back to you and hand out expectantly.
What? Oh, yes. Of course. Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't lose it again.
Yeah, losing it. That's what I did. Not nailing some sand person to a wall. Next time you should not lose your tinderbox. That can be useful. Just give him a wink and walk on.
You should just fuck already. Right. Okay.
You don't know what Fichte likes.
Oh, God.
I wasn't talking to the players. So the characters are fucked up my own joke. Never mind.
Booming voice coming down from the roof of the cavern. No, you sucker.
Okay. So, walking
Just
forwards.
remind me of the cartoon. Just, hey, you guys should kiss.
What cartoon?
Have you not seen that before? Oh, it's the moon talking to two people. Just like, hey, you two should kiss.
That's not from Rick and Morty, is it?
No, I'm not aware it's from Rick and Morty.
Anyway. So, as you walk along this much shorter tunnel, around the corner, you can see a cold, whitish blue light. It's not particularly bright, but in this darkness, it definitely stands out. As you turn the corner, the sight that meets you is a large, very, very large cavern. Rune and Grey once again reminded almost immediately, but this time something much different. But when you were here previously, the cavern was filled with little glowing lights, slowly moving back and forth. A large waterfall was roaring up against the wall. Now, however, the lights are few, but much larger. The waterfall, while still there, is much, much less powerful than it was previously. As you step forward, you see 3 large pillars, almost islands, connected by rope bridges. Very. The layout is the same. Yeah, the layout is the same as you remember it. But last time you were here, it felt different. It felt not exactly happy, possibly melancholy. Yeah, the feeling of life's lived, and whilst death carries sadness, there was also the feeling of experiences had. Whilst it might be over, at least it happened. Mm-hmm. Now the feeling is that of a cold fury. The kind of anger that burns inside. It doesn't get released in a torrent of rage, but rather just sits and smoulders, waiting for its time to be let forth.
Okay. I guess just start heading towards the bridges.
Okay. As you step forward, the feeling of the room, the displaced rage and anger, suddenly, it's almost like a dog hearing something and its ears pricking up and its attention being diverted. And you feel that all of a sudden the attention has been diverted very squarely on you.
Before I proceed further, I kind of just bow my head a bit, and I say, "You called, we came."
Off in the distance, across the 3 islands, you once again can see the top of the lighthouse. Your destination. It's dark now, though. Before, it actually had light. It was a lighthouse. Now it is dark. It is foreboding. Not welcoming in the slightest. And as you step forward, the bridge creaking before you. I think that's as good a time as any to call it for the evening.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
And Fichte scat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, fuck.
God
Not
damn.
worrying at all, is it?
Just give a little
Not at all.
preview there of where we're going next week.
Hit dark.
Oh.
Dark, is it?
Oh, I
because
see. Okay.
it's because I've not put any tokens on there.
Okay.
That's
I
why.
thought that was
Hit
the joke.
dark.
No.
I thought you were just trolling us.
That's far more clever than I could possibly be.
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but
Well, it's rude. I could hear you thinking it. I know what you think of me!
you can't hear me think. I rolled a 30 in stealth.
I'm the DM, I can hear everything.
Well, shit.
Motherfucker. Right,
Omnipotent.
I am omnipotent. Where is your god now, Christian? Right, anyway, aside from that, maybe we'll leave it as a surprise for next time, although
I
you
think
guys...
that's a good idea.
Yeah, there you go. Blackness, that's your reward.
Oh,
Right,
God.
so... thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the session this evening. I certainly have. It's been great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been awesome.
Yeah. Excellent. I'm very glad to hear it. So, with that, thank you very much, everybody. We'll be here, real life permitting, at the same time next week. same TNT time, same TNT channel. We'll be back for Neverwinter Wednesdays on Wednesday. Would you believe? I know. Who would have thought it?
Yeah.
And watch out for other stuff we do. You know, some guys might want to do some streaming with their painting and stuff like that. You never know.
If I
with
can get my painting space all set up, then yes, I will be doing some streaming, possibly along with Sean.
Yeah, I might even.
And any of those details will be put onto one of our socials that are all on the screen as well.
Yeah. Any
changes will be put up for everybody to see.
Yeah. I would also, I can't give kudos to the person because unfortunately their name on Reddit has been deleted. However, 2 of the puzzles this evening were found in a wonderful thread on Reddit. However, the person who posted it deleted their account, so I can't see what the name is, so I can't say thank you. But stranger, if somehow this message ever gets to you, I thank you, because those were cool, very, very cool puzzles.
You're a dick and we love you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the highest form of praise from us.
Absolutely.
So, with that, thank you very much, everybody, and as ever,
don't
Always keep your next time.
What the hell did you just say, Rick? Sean?
What did I say?
What did you say?
Oh,
I heard something in there.
Yeah, there was something that wasn't a dick.
was that not? I saw. Was that not our thing? Okay, sorry. I got confused.
Right, we'll be having words off the stream. Okay. Anyway, thanks very much, everybody, and we'll see you again next week.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Of magic and might, with crypts full of cryptids and caverns of light, and evil is lurking, hungry to conquer the land. We're alone come for heroes, ready to march out to war, destined for greatness, fighting like never before.